To make sure that you swing yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold. We saw it as like another avenue of not just skill expression, but
hold on a sec. We got to run that back. Right at the end of the clip, did he just thrust right there, right at the very end before the footage cuts? There's a visual effect and an audio cue that both looks and sounds like this player might be using a thrust. At this point, I've had several people send me this clip asking whether I thought this might be footage of a thrust mechanic in Halo Infinite. So I figured I'd make a quick video just to say, no, it's not. Let me tell you why. There's two dead giveaways here. The first one is you'll notice a nade bank in front of the player on screen. That nade explodes behind him the instant he starts sprinting, and it's the combo of the sound of the explosion plus the reverb plus the timing the footage cut that creates that thrust-like effect.
We saw it as like another avenue of not.
And the second is that you'll notice just before this clip, the player was using a grapple. As far as I'm aware, if there was a thrust mechanic in Infinite, it wouldn't be a base trait. It would be an equipment item that you'd have to pick up on the map with limited uses. And I assume that you can't have two equipment items at the same time. So if you have a grapple, you probably can't also have a thrust. And that was a big giveaway for me. Although it brings up an interesting idea of what if you could have two equipment at the same time and swap between them on the fly. Like, I assume that something like this would never work in a competitive environment, but let's say you're playing a custom game and it's like a Spider-Man game type where everyone has grapples, the floor is lava, you can't touch the ground, and let's say you had a thrust as a secondary equipment that you could swap between on the fly. You could grapple and then switch to thrust, offset your position, make a play, switch back to grapple, and swing again. Just the concept of it all sounds insane and a lot of fun to me. So honestly, I hope they have a feature like that just for custom games, because it would expand the creativity, the potential here with the sandbox and mobility in a way that we've never seen in any Halo. Anyway, I just thought that'd be a cool concept. Let me know what you think in the comments if you would enjoy something like that. And just to bring things back, of course, we didn't see a thrust here. There's no confirmation on whether or not there will be a thrust in Halo Infinite. But do I think we've seen the last of thrust in Halo? No, I don't. The idea of thrust as an equipment in Halo just makes sense to me. Let's say it's on the map, you pick it up, you got 3 or 4 uses. If you die with it, you drop it, your opponent can grab it, he can use it. And I know there are concerns with thrust. If you look back at Halo 5, everybody had one, and the main concern was that it was a get out of jail free card. You could use it to avoid punishment, to avoid nade explosions in situations you maybe should have died. Well, at the same time, it did add a layer of depth in the mobility, in the combat that led to some of the most exciting, incredible moments in Halo 5's history.
Sorry, smartly backs down though, doesn't give that away, but now PJ! Put him on his back!
So if you have this middle ground where there's only one on the map at a time and you have to fight over it to earn it, then this kind of lessens the issue of not being punished when you should, while at the same time the mechanic still exists and you still have access to the added nuance that comes with using it in combat and map traversal. And the beauty of all of this is, let's say it doesn't work. Let's say it's not balanced in competitive play, then all you have to do is flick a switch and it's off the map. So personally, I don't think we've seen the last of thrust in Halo. If we don't see it on launch, I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the line we do eventually see it as DLC. And that's just my 2 cents. What's yours? What do you think? Should thrust be in Halo Infinite? And do you have any creative ideas on new equipment items that would work well in Halo Infinite Sandbox? This game is supposed to be out for what, like 10 years? So they're probably going to have to upgrade this category. If you have any cool ideas, I'll favorite them. Let's get that discussion going. But that's it for me, guys. If you like this content, you want to see more, hit subscribe, check out related videos, and stay frosty. I'll see you in the next one.